Welcome back. It's not just the big-name musician acts that draw people to Summerfest. It's also the big chance for local musicians to play in front of big crowds.
So joining us are 3 local artists playing at Summerfest. We have local hip-hop artist Ishtar, who's going to be a movie star someday. You heard it here first. We also have singer Adi Amor and Tim Ricketts with Cigarette Break, a soul R&B band that you all call Milwaukee home. So what influence did Summerfest have on your music? Let's start with you, Ishtar.
Summerfest was, for me, it was just a home music platform, festival. Younger, I was going to it with my family, just going to experience, you know, the culture, more so the city and the music. I was young. Never even thought I would be doing music on that. Yeah, this was all before I was even interested in music. I was just at Summerfest. So just seeing the culture then, it was amazing, the music and how it was changing people.
Adi and Tim, you guys have played at Summerfest for a number of years. What have you seen as far as the difference in the crowd and how it helps to grow your own fan base?
Well, it gives you a wider fan base, or fam base, I would like to call it, because besides internet, and before we had the internet when we were doing Summerfest, you didn't have that many outlets to where you could reach that many people at one time. And with it being so many different little pockets of Wisconsin coming down there, it just makes it easier for you to just open up and share what you have from Wisconsin with Wisconsin.
So Tim, for you, what has it been like, that experience, and how important is it for Summerfest to recognize the local artists here in town?
I think it's very important for them to recognize us. It gives us a reason to attach more to our city.
Sure.
We live here, but at the same time, we host the largest music festival in the world. I think it's like 700 bands this year. So just that connection, like Audie said earlier, building a bigger fan base. But what's more amazing than that is seeing, being all the way on stage and seeing a fan way back, at the end of everywhere with your shirt on, with the band shirt on. You know what I mean? And then, you might be in a grocery store and they saw your set. It's amazing.
Tell me a little bit about, how did you guys come up with the name Cigarette Break?
Well, Cigarette Break actually came out of a band called Black Elephant. There was a lyricist by the name of Verbal High. His actual name is Derek. He's a professor at MSU. His favorite poet was Saul Williams. So Saul Williams had a poem called Her, and the line said that I want to be the person you call on your cigarette break, not the cause of it.
Oh, right.
So that's
I like
where
that.
The name came from.
That's a good story.
Nice.
Audie, give me a sense of the influence that you think that you might be having on the folks, that next generation, and also, is Milwaukee a pretty cool music scene? I mean, is it like
Wow. It's funny you asked me that. Everybody, they call me the OG, the big brother of the Milwaukee North Side movement.
Okay.
And I just feel like everything that I can do to put on or put into the next generation, because all these guys are younger than me. Like, I was in the clubs and they were still at in high school and stuff like that. But I used to always tell them, like, I don't want you guys to be like the bands of old that got this close
to making it.
Yes, but
Ish, when we're talking L.A., New York. I mean, they're bigger, cooler scenes, I guess.
Definitely.
But are you proud to tell people, hey, I'm from Milwaukee?
I'm absolutely 100% proud, because it makes people think, Milwaukee?
Right, exactly.
Milwaukee? What's in Milwaukee? Every time I think of Milwaukee, I think of farmland and green and grass. I'm like, really? So just to tell them we're from Milwaukee, it's like, they really respect it. They start to they want to dig into it and see what else you guys have. So it's cool.
And you got put on simply by someone hearing your SoundCloud?
Yes. In a sense. It was a mixture of things. It was the SoundCloud. It was the one big break for me was Chloe Moritz. She found Too Bad, which was one of my songs from my first tape. Tweeted it out. It kind of went viral, and that's kind of what people were like, wow.
That social media game is serious, right?
Yes,
but for any one of you, I mean, given how big Summerfest is and how well known it is around the country and around the world, I mean, do you sometimes wonder who's out there in the audience listening right now?
All the time. All the time. It's just like, and it's more so who and why. Like, that's my question. Like, why are you listening?
Yeah.
And if by the end of the set you're still there, it's like, you know, it's obviously a good reason. You're hoping it's a good reason, but it's more so, I take it deeper. Like, you know, am I impacting you? Are you taking something from the music?
Does that make you a little nervous, Tim?
A little bit, but it's actually a good thing because you don't never know who's out there listening to your music, who's going to want to follow you further. I mean, it's almost like the Essence Festival, but just bigger. You know, you got people that come here for the whole 2-week span of Summerfest, and this is what they do.
Literally.
We actually met a woman who spends her whole vacation at Summerfest, 12 hours every day.
Nice.
She goes no Las Vegas, no
Wow,
Arizona,
nice.
Summerfest. So you do have the draw.
We just got a few seconds. Tell us where you're playing and when.
Yes.
July 4th, I'm playing Briggs and Stratton stage, 10 p.m.
Okay.
It's going down.
July 5th with Cigarette Break, 8 p.m. the U-Line stage.
Thank
Be
you.
there or be square.
Really enjoyed having you all here. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
Enjoy
having us.
Summerfest.